Wait. Oh. The transition stopped working. That's my own fault. Anyway. Hi, everybody. Hi. Happy Tuesday. My name, of course, is Alma Hexblade, your head barista and lead guild master, and I've already messed up the intro, and again. And also, you guys caught me in the middle of dinner, and I'm actually eating pasta. How's everybody? Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And beginning of the week and stuff. Yeah, I finished pasta. I'm currently continuing the pasta. Like I always say it, like the number one worst thing about having this model and having the face tracking and everything is you can very clearly tell when I put something in my mouth and when I'm chewing, because the keyframes definitely know I have something in my cheek and I'm chewing. It's so dumb. But I am having very nice ravioli today, so that's nice. Anyway, we're playing games. We're playing the videoed games. Yes, I'm telling you, a video did game these. Why did the screen mess up again? Find it cute when VTubers eat the... Yeah, no, it's really cute. Like, I like it. It's funny when it happens to me. I just don't want to do it often because I feel weird not, like... I feel weird eating... Hold on. Let me get this right. Yeah, there we go. I just feel weird eating on a stream because, like, it doesn't seem like good manners, even though I'm like, I know I'm on you guys' like stream or whatever. It just feels weird to me. So I try not to. Also because I think people do have an aversion to it. I don't know. I should make this smaller. Mouth movements are mouth movements or chewing, like the chewing noise is not cute. I mean, someone like munching really hard on some chips to the point where like you can very clearly hear them eat it. It's adorable. It's adorable and I love it. But mouth noises, and not the Steve Cicerega, and the one that's not the Neil Cicerega album, not good. I chew on like the quietest mouths I can because they don't like me. Yeah, I don't like making chew noises. The chew noises come like passively, for if anything. Let me bump up the volume. Come on. Hello, Ava. Hello. How's it going? So we're gonna just do some farming in my favorite money sink of a video game, Fate Grand Order. Why? Because I need to get on with myself and try and actually like grind out things here. Let's see here. What can I get? Click. Fate's like good distressing after a weird morning. Aww, I hope you have a good rest of your day though. Stink's having a weird morning though. Where's the next node I need to go to? Is it this one? Yes. I have no idea who this is, though. Let's just do the standard setup, just in case some shit goes down. Actually, you know what? No. Let's have Merlin. We haven't had Merlin here. Actually, and why not? Keep gray. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's gonna go on. Fuck, it's a Lancer. Oh, this will suck. And there's it. Up, and I'm dead. I mean, I think I can make it. Let's find out. Oh yeah, if this is too quiet or anything, let me know. I notice it on the monitor that it's just maybe a tad quiet. And apparently it always is, and I never changed this. Actually, that's kind of weird. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I need to save that. You keep volume really low. No, I mean, totally. I understand. It's mainly because, like, I don't know. It's 5 for me if it's too quiet for others. Protect your hearing, Avery. It's important. Owls have good hearing. It's weird. I don't know. People don't talk about how important it is to have good audio. And I feel like that's, like, weird. Is this a charisma? No, that's for myself. I don't expect this to end well, but let's see what happens. What was I gonna say? Stare at my audio settings, sweat nervously, and hope all things work out. You're right, I guess. Like, I try my best to make sure that at least the audio that I'm putting out for people doesn't sound horrendous. I'm also really picky with it. But the main real tip for audio, if anything, is this, like, just one simple thing. Don't have your audio, when you see the levels, don't make it hit the red part. The red part's bad. There's a reason why it's red. And that's why it's bad, because it's red, and red's bad. You don't need to know. You don't need to really manage anything else. As long as you don't hit red, you're fine. For example, like, I'm talking normally right now, and I'm looking at the audio levels, and it's already in yellow, which is perfectly fine. And that's like the level that you want to be, especially when you hit your peak in talking a lot, or whatever. Otherwise, it's non-serviceable, is how I'd put it. But you need a DPS in the group, or you won't make the timer. I mean, yeah, you can get away with it. A tank can be DPS. You've seen them. Warriors can be Warriors can do DPS. So your argument's invalid. I think I can do this one. Ooh, there's a crit up. I can't besmirch really. Yeah, no, you can't really besmirch anything involving, like, warriors. They're all ridiculous. They're ridiculous in, like, the best way, and I wish I could play them more. But I am a healer because no one else. Okay, let me put it in a way that makes it sound good. No one else can do it as better than I can. I'm the best. I'm the best, and not because everyone else is literally worse than me. I'm the best because I am literally the best healer. Invite me to your raid party. I'm great at parties. I tried playing although actually no, since we're on tank talk, one of my favorites so far is like I tried Gunbreaker. I didn't expect to like it. I like it. That's the main heal, but get to change it up because we actually got like a shortage of DPS in the group. Oh wow. A DPS shortage? That's rare. Most of us are tanks and heals. I mean, hey, if you want, you can. If you want a black or red mage, and you can hit me up. I'm here. I'm the one who does all the. I'm the nerd who does all the casting jobs. You know, no matter what they really are. I did all the casting stuff because I love me some magic and not standing in the front where the enemy is. I used to do recording and audio after seeing shouting and tiny cry. Never let it go, Red. Yeah, no, I will never give you next time. I appreciate you considering my offer and me nagging. And is this what they call a... Oh, wow, I had a Neza in here anyway. Is this what they call, like, a raid application? Am I applying? Oh, this is gonna stink. Put Merlin on here. Like, Red Mage is fun, though. Shoot, that was for just her. This should be good. Come on. Yeah! Yeah, audio discussion. Never let it go, Red. Red's bad. It'll make your ears hurt. It'll make your ears hurt. Not in the best way. It's kind of weird because everyone really talks about how VTubing is in terms of like a visual medium. But never talk about... No one talks about the audio. No one ever talks about the audio. They always just say, oh, just buy this, buy this one microphone. And I'll be fine, or... or whatever. And I don't know, it works to a point unless you really want to get cool, unless you want to get something that sounds nice and not kind of generic. If you want to change up your tone or whatever, especially if you're thinking of making like standalone like video content. If you want to do that, if you go back and listen to your VODs, you're not gonna want to. If you have garbage audio, you definitely don't want to use that. Or I don't know. There's higher audio standards for videos in comparison to streams. Streams you can sort of get away with it. No one real. I mean, they'll be miffed, but like. Am I talking too technical? I just realized this was on. It was like, am I going too technical? Or should I like... Because I can summarize this stuff better in a different way. I mean, alternatively, if you guys have any other questions about streaming, VTubing, that jazz, you can always let me know. I'm happy... I will happily answer anyone's questions about nearly... anything, actually. Ooh, event targets. Need. Okay. Oh, back. It is bronze and silver. Okay. Bronze and silver. Oh, I only have one of... Oh, that sucks. Archer. Oh, yeah. I want... Like, Brandon, are you here? Brandon, are you here? because this is me trying to tell. This is the sign to try and tell you to start playing Fake Grand Order. This is your sign. I mean, if you want to play, I'm not forcing you into playing the game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
ご要望とあらば
いいじゃない
切り込む
そこ動かない
I never actually heard the music from this event. This is pretty cute.
狙いは決まった OK
It seems like a filler, but hey, I don't think I mind. I've still not touched FGO or Granblue. GFL tends to do well enough for when I want a Mobage fix. I use GFL. Not GFL. I use Granblue mainly to get my rolling addiction over and done with, because it's really good at that. It's like super good for that. And then
OK 行くよ
I've opened the Genshin like once, played a little bit, got Diluc and Chi-Chi, and then never opened it again because I realized I was playing Breath of the Wild as a gacha game, and I'm like, this is not the experience for me.
おやご要おや
Definitely not the type of game for
切
me.
り込む
And I'm like, oh no, I'm being sucked into an MMO style game. Again, no. And then I have to bail because I'm like, I'm already playing 14. I can't do this. I can't handle another one.
OK 行くよ狙いは決まった
But yeah, I do Granblue for the rolling addiction when they do the yearly stuff or any special event, because man, the rewards are good.
さてカウンティングオーバー最高のカードを
What else?
豪快よ
I did Girls Frontline for the very obvious collab they did a long time ago, and then never touched it again. But I still have my team, because why would I give up my team
私
in
狙いは決まった
in Girls Frontline?
飛ぶわよまたゲートオープン
Why would they give that up? I would never give
これ
that
が
up.
私の全力先生打ち砕けアンガルメスタルク当然の結果よハニなめないでよね
Arknights is neat. I'm not good at... Arknights is neat. I like that it was tower defense. They made tower defense interesting. Avery, what's the Girls Frontline 2? What's the word? What's the gameplay of Girls Frontline 2? I also thought it already came out, like Neural Net or whatever it's called. It's the sequel. It's very XCOM. Ooh, shit. XCOM?
スコアの確認に来たのかね。
Oh, if it's XCOM, like I'm.
マン
Ooh.
ナ特設交換所にようこそこういうの必要でしょ
Ooh, I'm.
じゃアイテムが先に品切れになりそう
I'm having thoughts about it because XCOM.
せっかくの換金チャンス
Oh, damn. Girls Frontline? No, Girls Frontline XCOM is a rad concept. I don't know. I don't have a great... I should also put, like, the fandom is also kind of important and stuff I have to keep in mind. And I knew some people very prominently in the Girls Frontline fandom, and man, the fans suck. Man, the fans suck to content creators. Like, a lot. Not because, like, not because the team there doesn't do their work. It's more just the fan reception's very weird. They're weird. and they ruined one of my, and they ruined and shattered one of my hopes and dreams. So I have a small personal vendetta against those really annoying people in the Girls Frontline fandom.
了解いいじゃない。
オーケ
はいはい。
ー
どうかしら。
切り込む
どうかしら。はいはい。
さて
Oh yeah, also the phrase "shattering my hopes and dreams," is not
狙いはいはい。狙いは
is not an exaggeration. It's not too much of an exaggeration.
あがかじゃない。あがかじゃない。とっておき。
The GFL fan is super awful. Yeah, it's like I don't know. If you may remember back, I'm friends with the people who did work on that on 404 Radio.
切り込む
That group who used to make those 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 like that animated like tiny little animated series.
了解。
おや
And man, I heard so many backstories from them of the fans just being absolute garbo. Because like even though the story was straight up told and said to be like not not canon, just like a simple fanon thing, it was not. People didn't get that or something, and it just ended poorly, and there was like lots of miscommunication between them, and between the fans and the people, and it sucked. And I'm like, oh man, why do fans gotta be? Why do I'm like, I never understood this, but why are certain fan groups so what's the word? They don't have good reception to fan projects, even though it's basically celebrating the work, like the content that everyone enjoys. Why are you not receptive to that? It's weird. It might be like more of a niche because since Girls Frontline is about guns, so you kind of get like that group of people in there, like the war buffs and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know enough about the fandom to really say anything concrete other than damn, that sucks. Yeah, Avery, 404 Radio is super cute. And like I'm sure you know the artist.
アイテム交換だね。
That's my mom.
任せてね。
That's my mom.
カタログいる？説明いる？
Some fan gets really hostile about things being canon.
何でも聞いて。何でも。
Yeah, I don't know. They get weird about it. And it's
このバッジ。
even weirder for me, especially when they say outright, like, "Oh, this is not a canon like thing. This is our fan interpretation of these characters."
ほう宇宙のならず
And
者
then
が
people
また
say it was like, "Oh, you're not being faithful to the characters," and I'm like, "That's the point. It was the fan work. If you want to make something better, do it yourself." Ooh. It was a very sad day when I learned. It was a sad day when I learned about all that drama and all the stuff that they had to deal with. A big part of it is just because it's guns. Like, a lot of it gets weirdly political. Yeah, it gets weirdly political. I think, yeah, you're right. I think it's mainly due to the. Wait, who is this? Poisonous Cooking Master. I don't know who this is. Like it gets weirdly political, and I'm like, guys, we're talking about a game of anime girls and maybe weapons. Where's the politics? Unless there's literal politics in the plot. There's that. Because like Arknights had the weird healthcare politics things. Or I'm not saying it's weird. They just had like a disease and like in there. That was really
眉間に当たれば倒せるかな。コインを
something. I don't know. It was a main point in the game.
リラックスリラックス
Cause that this happened. I don't.
リロー
I'm
ド
not saying having a political discussion in terms of like a video, like in terms of video game context is bad or anything. It's not.
苦しみ
It's just when you just kind of. I don't even know the word. I'm getting put on the spot. I don't know.
ごよおや行くかい
People are weird, and and it sucks that certain things get like
あなた
thrashed because of reasons that were already explained. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I wish I had more to talk about, but I don't have anything. When it's more to Homestuck, people got very cutthroat about canon.
切り込む
In a way, I thought it was really weird for a series that didn't take canon seriously.
だからね派手に
Isn't for Homestuck anything really you make is canon or something? I don't remember the specifics of how it functioned, but isn't that how it they treated it? Is that just me? I think that's how I remember it at least.
キャッチしてコインを弾いて
Although I did not have much thought put into their politics since I'm with the 14 is politics. Like the politics don't need to be in video games. Crowd confuses me sometimes. Yeah, it's the work around Homestuck is now described as post canon. What? What's post canon?
決闘オッケー
The only time that can be used is when everyone's dead and you have a universe that is literally a smoldering pile,
僕の方が早いか
like Niers. That's post canon, not Homestuck.
呪いな
Oh, I was close.
あなた
I mean, that happens plenty. Okay, if the world in Homestuck turns into a smoldering husk where no one else survives, yeah, sure, I'll take it.
ハート以外も打ち抜いちゃうぞかわいい
Oh, she has a good crit. Not like a turn of the camera go, oh, the political
最高の
viewer.
カードを決める
Oh no. I've done the 1v2 person and I've had my chat talk about politics. I'm going to disappear now because the Twitch algorithm is going to take me any second now. I can feel it happening already. Oh no!
バキョンバキョンはい
I'm gone, guys. They took me because I got chat to talk about politics. I'm dead now. I'm gone. I'm a ghost. You hear nothing. You just hear. Pretend you hear a reverb because I can't turn on the filter right now. Pretend you hear an echo. It's me. It's dead. Hello, everybody. I'm dead. I got chat to talk about politics in a reasonable way. Post canon Alma. Fuck you. What happens in this post canon when I'm not here? Nothing really. I don't know. I mean, did you save the game? We could save Scum. Hold on. Hold on. Let's save Scum and bring me back. Give me a second. Okay. Hold on. I gotta load this. And let's this save, I think. Is it this save? No. Is it this save? Might be this save. No. Is it this save? Let's try this one. Ah! Okay, I'm back. New fanfic for Alma visits a library. Wait, hold on, Avery, which library? Because there's there are many different libraries. Like there's yours, Blockbuster, my public library,
君のスコアはこんほう
that one library and Library of Fruena, which I don't think I ever want to talk to. Alma, I am a librarian. Which library do you think? Blockbuster.
スペース歳三内乱が起きた星に現れどちらも焼き尽くすでは授業の時間だ集めた女神経典を
Yeah, obviously the Blockbuster redemption arc needs to begin. So, yeah. What is Blockbuster but a library of videotapes? Blockbuster's just a library. Blockbuster's a library, in a really roundabout sense. The grocery store is a library. Any place you get food is a library. What other stuff is a library? I know I'm already out of ideas. The hospital is the hospital is a library. Life is a library. I said and subsequently defended that Sleep is a roguelike last night. Sleep is a roguelike? You go in, end the game, and in the meantime, everything new happens. Yeah, no, Sleep can be a roguelike. Although I've had dreams before where I have in fact had a continuing narrative. That was fun. Or like I had a reoccurring themed dream of some kind and I like returned and continued on. Although I can't remember if the dream in question told me to remember that. Sleep is a visual Is Sleep a visual novel? Sleep is just one. No. Well, then. Oh, no. I know. Sleep is one bad Windows Movie Maker video. Because all there is one transition and it's a fade to black, and then you wake up and nothing else changed. Unlockable upgrades like pillows, beds, air conditioners, melatonin, etc. Rides are highly variable. You Harry's power-ups. If you die in the dream, you tend to wake up and end the run. Oh yeah, the way you said it, like it's like there's a we have a element of prepping before we go into the run, and I think that's a smart move. How do you guys prep for your sleep runs? I don't. And suffer the consequences every day. Sleep is like playing Hades. I don't run Sleep very often. Yeah, running Sleep sometimes it's pretty time consuming. There are other things that you can be doing. What has the most what has the most event things I can do? Just take my pills and stare at YouTube videos until it happens. I mean, hey, you can consider that prep. You can consider that prep for like running prep for your sleep run. Need a 3-star rider. Who do I have? I have Santa Alter, whomst I've never, like, really touched. Huh. Alexander? Oh, Martha. Martha. I haven't touched Martha. Let us give a hello to Martha. Where is she? Martha. She was on the right. There she is.
But
yeah, in addition maybe to playing the video game. I also wanted to do some editing, mainly because I was kind of strapped for ideas today. I know, I'm a little strapped for ideas. I do have a thing coming up. It's always a special karaoke stream. I mean, it is a karaoke stream that I wish everyone hopefully can attend soon. I don't know dates, but I'm working on it. I need to practice. And I'm not streaming the practice streams. Or I'm not streaming the practice ideas.
行くかい？
仰せの通りに。
切り込む。
了解。
Security cube? Oh, it's a cube. I love cubes.
そいつでいいのかな。光を。行って。
Oh my god, I'm looking at YouTube. Okay. Some people are weird. I found there is a post on the twitter.com, and it's a VTuber resource that looks like someone holding up a pair of someone else's undergarments. This can only end well. I don't think this is ending well. Like at all, maybe. Oh boy. People are making the yabe content. I unfortunately, yeah, immune to these. You have bird hams. Yeah, at least you're immune to those trends. I wish I had immunity to trends. Actually, wait. I have immunity trends. I just don't need to pay attention to them. Oh, I'm so smart.
さて、カウンティングオーバー。
As long as I don't pay attention, I'm immune to trends.
最高のカード。
Wow. Who would have thought?
さて、カウンティングオーバー。
Ooh. Although, I think one of my favorite VTuber assets that I have not used yet, that I wish I could find an excuse to, is an asset where it's like someone improperly holding a soldering iron. I bet if I can find it, I can use it. I just forgot where it was. It's probably in my Twitter feed somewhere. I'm looking through. Because I thought it's just really funny. It's really, yeah. I know that. Avery, link me that asset. I need it. I need to save it for the future. Because like, I don't know what situation. I don't know where it is, but I've seen it. I need to find it. I'm going through and finding it again. Because like, I don't just. Yeah, just hold a soldering iron by the extremely hot part, you know? That's the safest way to do it. Just hold it by the extremely hot part that's made of metal, and not the part that's made made of handle. Safety. Because I have an excuse to actually like use that asset because I can solder things and make stuff on stream. Like I can do that, so I'm in that perfect target. It's like a pencil. Yeah, it's like a pencil. You just hold the pencil by the lead point. It's really hard to, but when you get down to it, you get really good handwriting skills because you can write super fast. It hurts you.
罪があるのさ。
さて
How can people play this game for
これが私の信じる
hours?
心。祈ります。
My attention span would not last. I don't think my attention span is currently lasting. Speed we could go. In search of tea. Oh, have fun on your tea quest. Let us know what else if you find what other drops you find in addition to tea.
発信時。ま
Gotta get that drop list.
駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。ああ、人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。行くよ。行くよ。狙いを定めて。シャッ。
Ah, she almost has enough for another NP. Oh, well.
君に全チップをかけよう。頼むぞ。ハッピーエンドの話をしよう。
マスター。
星の宇宙に物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
This weird post I made is somewhere. I need to search through my weird posts to find him. I have a lot of weird posts here on twitter.com. On my twitters.com. Somewhere.
満足のいく結果だったかい？それは上々。
Ow. I should, in fact, also finish my food.
スコアの確認に来たのかね。しかしそれにしてもその
I saw that retweet, thank you. What? I can't even try to imitate Crony. She's so good. I love her.
神たるファラオの武勇を見せるとしよう。絶望による死を許る。
切り込む。どうだい？
もろい。
おっと。
I may or may not be watching 2 streams at the moment, so you're watching, I'm guessing, Crony's
わかりました。
Q&A, and I don't know what the other one could possibly be. Is it mine?
もろい。
I mean, if we're watching mine, I appreciate it.
わかりま、はい、ええ。
It's of course yours. What? I don't know. Maybe you could just have me, like, in the background not paying attention. That's perfectly fine. Ow. Yeah, Martha. I barely pay attention, but I do pay
下
attention.
がってください。
よかろう。
I appreciate then you paying attention. Thank you for paying
優勢
attention.
となれ。正しく。よし。
I don't know if that's considered a low bar or not, but I think it's a pretty good bar. Song, charisma, non-imperial privilege,
さて、
dreamlike charisma, I
最
don't
高の
know,
カー
pure
ド。
creation,
ほう。
Udufu.
全能の神よ我が業を見よそして平服せよラブセウムセンティス
心が痛いです
もろいもろいファラオに歯向かう愚か
Oh,
者め
hey, a cute witch. Hey, it's a rogue. Hello, rogue. You've appeared. Oh yeah. I wonder what's everyone gonna be doing for spooky holiday.
あらせいタラスクお願い炎よざっとこんなあ祈りましょう
Oh, I burned my tongue on the tea I had. Nah. And Spooky Holiday, I'm hosting a VR hangout tonight, apparently. Yes, you are, and I will be joining. Yes, you are, and I will be there. I don't really have anything for Halloween. I'm not doing anything. Because, I mean, everyone else is. What's the point? I'm not saying, actually, no, that's negative. I'm not gonna say what's the point. I'm gonna be streaming, I'm not gonna be streaming because everyone else is. So I don't want to be, like, what's the word? I don't want to oversaturate the field, you know? It would just kind of dilute everything, especially if I wanted to do something special. Also, mainly because I should have planned something months ago, and I didn't. Like, I should have planned something, like, at the beginning of this month for doing something for Halloween, and then it never crossed my mind, and then 2 weeks to Halloween happened, and then, like, oh, Halloween's this week, and I just kind of blanked out and didn't realize. And I'm like, oh, Halloween's soon. So I have something planned, just a little silly content thing. But nothing
了解です
else really. I just have silly content. Like a tiny little video on YouTube, you know? Or YouTube/Twitch, just like one of those things.
ご要望とあら
I do think I'll be streaming, just invite some viewers and stuff into Discord and vibing. Yeah, no, vibing's good.
了解です
Vibing is highly underrated, and people should do it more often, especially in the Discord, especially in their Discord servers. I'm calling myself out because I don't,
やってみよ
and I should do it more often.
勝負に危険も
And this is like if I'm part of like a 5 billion Discord servers and one of my friends is on it,
当然に勝つ
and what am I to do? What am I to do?
了解ですこれで
I burnt my tongue
エルメ
and
ロ
I
イの
can
市
feel
場で
it.
ちょっとご堪能
Ah. I burnt my tongue. This sucks. Uh,
仰せの
do you-
通りわかりました
I get scared when people hang out in voice chat.
了解です
Well, you want me to hang out with you in voice chat? Like after? We can hang. I always like talking to people. Honestly, I haven't talked to you enough, and I feel like I need to talk to you more. I want to talk to you more because you're a friend, and I want to talk to friends more.
おや
仰せの通り
You are a friend.
切り込むどうだい
に行って
おっと
Where in the heck is that asset? I favorited it, and I can't find it anymore.
仰せ
Don't tell me it's been lost to time. I don't want it to be. I've been scrolling along and trying to find it.
さてカウンティングオーバー君に全チップをかけよう むぞ。
But also, you know, no one should feel pressured. No pressure.
では俺も力を貸してやろうか。
Is it me, or does saying no pressure, in fact, increase the pressure?
ハッピーエンド
I never want it to be like that.
こちらでございます。
そこは壁もなく城もなく異世界の始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
My tongue.
勝負に奇形も切り札もいらぬ。ただ従前に整え、当然に勝つのみ。語らずの陣。破れるリヴァイアさん、今は人を守りし流星となれ。心が痛いです。
満足のいく結果だったかい。それは上々。
One more run. Okay.
「スコアの確認に来たのかね。しかしそれにしても賞金稼ぎとは。いや、私も若い頃は火炎伯爵と呼ばれた紳士。そういうこともあると考えよう。
Yeah, space witch. Witch in space. How would a witch in space function? I feel like I would not. I feel like I would not be very helpful in space. Although I do want to feel. I would like to feel weightless. That'd be cool. Weightlessness seems cool. Oh my gosh, I found a thing that I found a thing for an event later. That's good. Aha. Oh, the putty. Oh, the putty's on my... Hold on. He's on my spaghetti. Thank you. I need to... I should bring Putty back. I know I have... I know I have him, like, just on the desk. But I've been wanting to bring him back to my shoulder for a while. He knows what is tasty. Yeah, no, he totally knows what's tasty. He understands that that I make really good food and the spaghetti is dope. So I mean, he knows where it's at. He knows where it's at. Okay. Space putty? Yeah. Now we're talking.
わかりました。
ご要望とあらば。悪いね。どうだい？これじゃ足りない？同感さ。
オッケー。芸術とは輝くものさ。あら。
てカウンティングオーバー
Oh, this is not gonna be good. Come
おや
on.
行くかい
It's gonna take forever.
切り込む
いくよ
Okay, this is better.
発進準備 OK 任せてそう君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越えるその勝者を今示そうビューティフルジャーニーさあ行けるとこまで行ってみよう
There we go. I almost forgot where my window was for this.
めまいおうそして仕方あれわかりました
There we go.
リヴァイアさんの今は人を守りし流星となれタラスクこれも神のおぼし飯です
Oh, I want to hang out with the space putty, space alma, and eat space pasta. Space pasta sounds great.
やはりワイン
Might be
は
like
そう
dark, like the inkiness of space, but I think that kind
あ
of
なたは
lends
セイ
to
バー
its
バッジ
flavor.
を集める私はセイバーバッジを売ってアイテムを揃えるウィンウィンの関係ね
Oh,
はいどうぞ
I need more
あな
ultrium.
たのためにアイテムを集めるとか
I need more ultrium. Actually, I wonder. Is NA back? Is NA back up? Or JP? Is JP back up? Unless it's under maintenance. Oh no, it's still up. Okay, cool. I guess let's switch over to JP because I got really bored. And instead of the outreaches of space, we're going to a nice fairy tale land instead. Very neat. Very cool, very neat. My capture will not like the fact that it is actually bigger now. I think. That'll be fine. We'll be fine until we run into problems, and then we won't be fine. Okay, so what do I need? I need 35,000.
モレーです
Hello, Mole.
メルヘンでメモリアルのハロウィンへようこそさあ何がお望はいどうぞ
She's having the time of her life, and
ヘドバしてくれるのは嬉しいけど
I'm happy
あ
for
んまり
her.
張り切らないでね今回は
Hmm.
ミュージカルなんだからも
Do I have more quartz, or did I blow through it? Did I blow through? I blew through my quartz. Of course I did in JP. Oops. Well, that's okay. Because I can just farm. No, wait, no. He was yes. I'm so close. See her. I'll be fine.
悪いことを
Did
言
you
う
get Crusader?
動機
I didn't. I spent like 80 quartz and did not get the nice Crusader lady. Kind of a shame.
了解
ダ
Um,
コール
I mean, at least I know I have a saving target for next year.
罠だ
And in NA, I have a saving target for the next 2 years as well. Whilst being utterly destroyed by the previous ones too.
そうしよう
ウィ
トリケラ
Try to NP6? Wow.
そい
Wait, why NP6? Unless that's a typo. Unless that's not a typo, and if that's not a typo, I'm scared.
ダコール
君そうしよう
くらえ
双葉君
くらえ
そう了解
行くぞ
双葉君
At least for NA, at least for JP, at least I don't need to think too hard. You need MP6 plus Bond 13 to max her skills and hit 120. Oh. Oh my, okay. I did not know about that.
俺の辞書には不可能って
And
のが
that
ないぞ
scares me.
じゃあこういうのどうだ
俺の辞書には不可能ってのがないそうだ
I did not realize how scary
勝利を
higher
ダコール
NP people. Since I don't think we have blank coins yet. Hmm.
虹よ虹よ今可能性の橋を架けろ空を
It'd
行
be
け
cool if we had blank coins, actually.
ドゥレトワール
Okay, let's see here. Click. You.
進もうどこまでも
つまんない連中だな他にやることないの
頼りにしてるよあー眩しいね
To max out a 4-star, you need
派手
an
に行こ
P10 Bond 10. Oh wow, okay.
君
I haven't been
そうしよ
thinking about the numbers too hard because I'm just like, oh, this is a lot than I normally
今回は
expect.
君だ冒険の道のり未知への航海双葉サウルス双葉くんえいしっかり構えて発射
うダコーウィくらえせや
新しい発明はどうだったふふふすごい
Okay. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot to think about. Oh, I need 500 more? Ooh. Wait, who is this? Oh no, I don't even know. That's not good. Okay. Weird extra classes. Time to select them. Does that say 8? Why do you have an 80 comma and not have anything to do? What is wrong with you? I'm basically using the weird classes that I have in hopes that whoever I fight is one of the normal ones.
激闘のライブ開演です。逃しません。
Well, at least it was, okay, that's fine.
つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
食べるのも仕事。マグマグ。そう意味です。そうきましたか。せい。メンバー紹介ツッコミ黒騎士くん。あ、いたった。
Oh, burn? Ah, shit.
じゃあこういうのどうだ？
そう
気が
きましたか。
ちょっとかわいそうかな。
戦記オーディ
こっちこっち。フェアリーダスト。ムンヌ。
オン燃やします。
Uh-oh. What do I do?
ありがとう。頑張るよ。うまい手を考えよう。どう思うブランカ。叩くちょっと。
Pretty sure everyone's like super busted and they don't remember.
分かっているとも。誰だって今より少しだけ幸福になりたいんだろ。いいとも。ライライムグッドフェロー。行って行って。まさにスピードスターだ。
あ、いたった。逃します。
Huh.
つまんない連中だな。
I
他に
see.
やることない
これ
の？
がオルタ道さき真っ暗ダークマター。
I feel like I'm in danger, but I think I got this.
食べたい。そうき意味です。
This should do it, I think. I hope.
月光大河すなわちルミナス。有名信頼なれどもハーモニー。ルミノカリバー。はあ、ドラマです。ここでメンバー紹介ほぼほぼ
Come on. Oh, so close. Ah. I should be good.
あ、行くぞ。いざ。
And we're done.
無駄だ。
面白かった。君、悪くなかったよ。
Yeah, I've kept the alerts muted for a while, just in case. You gotta like because they have even though like we haven't heard a lot about the like hate raid stuff in a while since the legal actions started taking place. I'm just not, I'm a little worried. Of course. Is this like the good node or which one's the good node?
マスターマスター、エリザベートさんが大変ご機嫌で食堂でお歌いになっていらっしゃいます。皆さんがマスターを連れてきてほしいと。
It's funny.
惰性で達成感が失われないよう。
Okay. I can get 3
いらっしゃい。
hold on.
ささずずいっと
Don't
奥まで
just don't mind me.
退屈
I'm
して
just
たんだ。話し相手
don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just making making an offering to my gods, and I'm just gonna hope Something happens. Oh hey, Poggers, how's it going? Oh my god. Hello, Zenobia.
私はパルミラの女王ゼノビアアーチャーだ。なんだその格好はと思っているな。心配するな。私もそう思っている。だが問題はない。これは仕方のないことなのだ。この拘束も気にするな。私はこの姿でも立派に戦える。おそらくそれを示すためにこそ私は今
I got
ここにいるのだ。
Zenobia. I got Zenobia. Okay. Damn it. Damn it.
いらっしゃい。
And you probably have like a 2 times EXP bonus or something. Oh, you don't. Okay. Cool. I'm just... I just... It's not Jocks. It's not Jacques de Molay. I can't, like...
これが霊気再臨か。地獄の鎖がち
I
ぎれる
do
ので
this
あれば
through
あまり意味はないが。
clenched teeth and a forced smile.
よしとしておくか。
Gotcha makes a fool of me yet again. Gotcha makes a fool of everyone. Yet again.
鎖
Why?
仕上がり
Why? Why did this game decide to mess with me? And just go, hey, here's the servant you didn't want. I mean, it always happens. You know, it always happens. Here's the servant you didn't want.
鎖を打ち破る
Have a nice day. I use 180 sync course. I got MP5 Jock on my second account, but no F. I want one Jocks. Like, come on. I want one Jock.
一応言っておく
Jocks Simile. I went
この姿
absolutely
に全く周知を感じていないというわけでは
unhinged
ないぞ
when I saw
我が
that
身の全て
Jocks got
そ
into
れすらも
NA
力
and
に
Jocks
す
got
るのが私のあり方というだけだ その
that awesome just
あ
ascension.
まりじろじろ見るな
And hey, it's another glasses wearing servant, like one of my favorites. So like I couldn't help myself. Like I just wanted her really bad. And now that I can't have her, according to fate, I just have to live with it and suffer, basically. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
より突きつけられる姿となってしま
It's
った
not fine. This is not fine.
女王である
It's
と
not
同時に
fine.
敗北者であること
Jockson and I mean, you know what I mean. Jockson JP. I meant like
そんな顔を
when
するな
when they got into
こ
FGO
れが強くなった証
the
という
game
のは
and not the mobile.
実際そうなのだ
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
乗り越えるべきものがより明らかな形になったんだ
I mean, she's pretty
嫌いなハル
and
さ
her design is like nice and complicated and oh, I don't have enough for the next. Well, What an unfortunate. How unfortunate. I don't have enough for our last ascension.
感謝する
What do I need? Oh. Okay.
仕上がりはどう？
Well, I can. I just. I can't believe that. Like I was looking away when I did the roll, and then I looked and I saw it was a double-sided card, and I just kind of stared in disbelief as the game decided to fuck me over yet again. Then the game just decided to just say, "Hey, I hate you. Why did you go to Cookie Run? Why did you start playing Cookie Run? Why haven't you come back to me, Fake Grand Order?" Where is oh, well, actually Melt is good in this situation, so that's cool. Two Emiya spooks with 180 Saincorns?
悪い人たち
Oh, that's
し
horrible.
ょうがないですよね。
Gotcha makes a fool out of you and us and everybody here.
罠だ
Abolish Gotcha, but Gotcha is bad civilization. I say as I continue to play it for several more minutes, upwards to an hour.
あ
なんだと
行きます。
罠だ
Just waiting for you while playing Tails. I returned. Hey Sage, welcome back from Lurkland. How was your Lurk?
計略だ
How was your Lurk? How was your land?
簡単すぎるんだよ
I hope the Lurk was good. Also, I need to change this because this is super ugly looking. Hold on. There. I needed to resize it.
なんだと命令となこうだオーディン私に力をくれ
Like, I just want one Zenobia. Oh, well, I mean, hey, you get more than one. It's how, it is, in fact, how the gacha life rolls, I guess.
私だってできるもん。
We can't do anything about it. We have to suffer and play. Or, if anything, play enough to get what you would assume be, like, minimum requirement to get a roll or
あな
something.
たも私を
Like,
いじめ
I
る
don't
んじゃ
know.
なくても
I usually, like, 180 quartz is usually enough to get MP1 of a servant.
私
なんだと
But otherwise, it's just, I guess, bad luck or
この両手は
something
冷たい
else.
鉄のままだけど心までは怪物にならないように言ってブリュンヒルで
Yeah, you got really, you got super impressively lucky with 5. That's, like, pretty awesome. I'm also just surprised that you got 5 of them in 180 Saincorns. Like, she just did not want to, she just,
古きルール
yeah, she just barged in there.
じゃあこういうのどうだ
こういうこともできる
妻の連中だなじゃあこういうのどうだ
まだわからないけど、この気持ちにちゃんと向き合うって決めたから。言って、ブルーヒルでロマンシア。外しません。滑らせ、私だってできるもん。
I forget how good Melt is in sometimes. Melt's really good.
キューブにして捨ててあげます。
Oh, did the day reset? What do you mean it's only 10 o'clock? Ah! 3:24. Oh, so close.
メルヘンでメモリアルなハロウィンへようこそ。さあ、何がお望みなのかしら。
Where is the other? Huh, let's see here. This should be good. Saber, Saber.
Sentouか。なるべく避けたいところだけど、仕方ないな。じゃあ、こういうのどうだ？
But what else have you guys been doing?
つまんの連中だな。他にやることないの？
いいですね。
行くぞ。
お任せよ。
You know, it's getting colder, it's near winter time.
取った。
Are any of you prepping for Christmas? Because if you are, I may have to ask you to leave this. Please. Please, why? People are preparing for Christmas, like, already, and I'm worried. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about Christmas yet. It's like, can we just finish this? I don't know. I'm also kind of angry because people are talking about Christmas and are ignoring the most important day. My favorite holiday is my birthday. So, come on. Why forget my birthday? I deserve it. I deserve something here.
行くぞ。ああ。罠だ。罠だ。無駄だ。簡単すぎるんだよ。
Oh, you had a phone call with Turtle Wife. Nice. Hope the nice call. Hope the call was nice. That's what I mean. But yeah, Avery, we were just talking about people not, because it was supposed to happen on Halloween, but I overslept. Oh! Well, happy early birthday. I will prepare a birthday gift. I need to think about a birthday gift. But it will happen, and I will prepare you one. So don't you worry.
お任せよ。
No gifts? No, I'll make you a gift. You can't stop me. I will make a gift.
正面から受けて立つ。聖剣解放総員突撃準備。ええ、決着。はい。
I will make gifts, and people cannot stop me. You will never stop my affection towards my friends. Unless you actually said no, like willingly.
決着をつけるぞ。エクステカリバ
損傷警備
ー。見事。ならば答えよう。負傷者の手当てを。戦いはまだ続きます。
And besides, my birthday is on November 25th. And will I be prepping for something? No. I think. I mean, you're welcome to send me gifts, but I don't... I don't think too hard about it. Where is, like, the node for the not candy apple? Because I was messing it up. Yeah, November birthday gang. It's a pretty cool gang. We get benefits. Our main benefit is the fact that our birthdays are not too late in the year, that people can say that we get a one gift and it counts for our birthday and Christmas. They have to give us 2 gifts minimum. And honestly, that's a pretty good benefit. I always get two at least 1 gift on Thanksgiving and then 1 gift on Christmas. Although the Thanksgiving gifts for me usually are present of just having a nice place to get food or something. I accept gifts of skeletons all year round. Oh, you're into the new trend of gifting people skeletons? Yeah. Skeletons are eternal, literally. So, what's better than having a skeleton as a gift? Give it to your friends. Give it to your family. Give it to your enemies. Skeletons are great in any occasion, any place. The workplace? Absolutely. The workplace, romantic relationships, birthdays, anniversaries. It's always hip to get a skeleton. Well, I mean, you know how marketing is. I know people have been gifting each other skeletons for thousands of years, but you know, it's big skeleton it's big skeleton marketing of stuff that people already been doing and treating it off as some kind of new thing. You know. Well, if you get a full skeleton, it's more than hips. Yeah, you're right. It's hips and the bee's knees too. Well, bare minimum. Any more or any less, and I think you could sue them for what's the term? False advertising? Yes, sir. I bought this skeleton from this establishment 2 months ago, and it did not include the ribs or the funny bone or the spine. This is not a skeleton. This is just a pile of bones. I would like a refund. I mean, it happens. I almost said I don't buy skeletons often, and then I don't buy skeletons often. I know people who do. There are a lot of witches who need skeletons.
これ
Not for like, well, it's more for like hobbyist reasons, I
大
guess.
盤振る舞いにて
I remember seeing Jill purchase a skeleton over the mail. And I don't know. I don't know what happened to it.
節操は高ぶっておりまする
So what I'm saying, a tangent or self-incrimination? I'll never
望
know.
むままにむさぼりましょうぞ
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地帰らずの陣
秋光殿お目覚めよ
Oh no.
来たれ暗黒の帳
A friend of mine, their power went out midstream. Oh no. Oh man, that sucks.
や
F. I'm gonna send them a singular F. That will help them deal with their power outage problems. I was actually really nervous about streaming today because there's a big weather event happening in my area that occasionally will lead to power outages. So I was a little bit worried, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Or maybe I'm just a worry wart. Either way, I'm streaming. So that's nice.
えいや
めでたしめでたし
Yo, wait, is that Ashiyama Doman's his like toes are out? Is this man's toes out? Disgusting. Hey, someone has jocks.
罪の咎は満ち足りたり甘やかな煮えとなりたまえ
There she is, the
響けリンドン
eldritch horrifying being. That's cute. It does make a lot of noises that resemble gurgling.
行くさ
Not sure what to think about that one, but other than that, I think she's pretty cute.
無駄だ計略だ罠だ簡単すぎるんだようわ
I just have a lot of thoughts in my brain.
だこ
Like, what should I do
ま
for
だあとは炎となれ
my proper 1-year anniversary, which is coming up in, I think, according to my schedule,
となる
2 weeks from now?
ものはかかれしまま
Like, I started actually streaming November, I think it was November 13th or something like that. I did the subathon earlier because I just kind of assumed it was early. I just kind of thought, I'm like, hey, it's been about a year. And I don't want to ruin people's times by, like, going,
ロジャーカピ
you know, going live or whatever during, like, holiday events when people want to spend time with their family or something. So I just kind of thought I should just put it out earlier.
えいや
うわ
But I wonder what I should do for 1 year.
うわらロジャー
Actually, it's a little bit, we're close to the time when I usually make myself like a little layout type thing. Got really similar anniversaries, kind of. Yeah, no, I remember us having like a pretty close
うわら
release date. We both,
やる
it
よ
was really close. I remember it's like off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like you streamed on a day, I streamed on a day. Pretty. They're pretty close. But I mean, I'm between like, should I do something cool? Should I just not? I don't know. Do people want to do it because they want to celebrate me? I have really no damn clue. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I had an idea. I'm a stupid. I literally had an idea and I commissioned art for the idea. What? Why did I say that?
じゃあこういうのどうだ
Oh yeah, I also want to see if I can possibly try and get my my YouTube channel properly off the ground. We're watching this in full. We're watching this at 1x speed. Let's watch it and enjoy.
隣の夜ならくしらり肉の願い御霊の願い我が光より暗きを愛し母の体に入りて生まれる緑子とならバンドルディト
I know, right?
隣の夜ならモーレさんの
Wait, did you just hum Mary Had a Little Lamb? Jesus. That's so dumb. That's funny. Now you're slowly approaching the bottom limit we have here on Twitch. Meaning there should only be one bottom, and it's usually the streamer, so you should be careful. I'm not implying that I'm a bottom. Unless I already did that and I screwed that up for myself, so I don't know. Bottom, top. Why don't people talk about other dimensions? Like, I'm Y plane. I'm the Y plane. Oh god, I just realized I was putting this on it. I left it at 1 speed. No, turn it back. Faster, faster. Bring it back. No, it's so slow. Yeah, 5D hyper switch. Like that's a valid position. I'd assume in the 5th dimension. Like, why not just be like a Terrasact, you know? Catching up in Fate Grand Order is so good. Like, because, man, it stinks when NA and JP both have events going out at the same time, and there are certain priorities that one has over the other. Like, one has, one has, like, a cool, like, you know, free servant, and then the other is just like, well, I just need to play NA because I need to get materials. Although I don't even think I really need the materials in NA. I just need to keep walking
ロ
on.
ジャーアイマスターはあ大ムーンシャビーミーアップスーパーポイジャーパンチ
Voyager is such an adorable child. I can't get over it. They're such an adorable child.
踊れカンカンカンヒューストン聞こえますかシールズアップ
Babby. Babby.
エイオ
He's
ー
a
プン
little
ロ
babby
ジャーカピ
child.
ー僕は導く人の夢人の望みいつか僕らはたどり着くペイルブルードットセントールフルスラットムーンショットよっせーの第三宇宙速度
We have baby.
我が後は炎となれ
Whatever the opposite of baby is.
メルギ
さてと行くよ
What is the opposite of baby?
シャルブはだこ
Skeleton? We're back at skeletons again.
いや森の王北条の担い手よいや千の子をはらみし森の黒柳
Ha.
我が生贄を受け取りたまえバンドルディ・トレイズ
I wouldn't call my favorite servant a hag if I think I did. If I did, I think I would perish and disappear mysteriously. I would disappear mysteriously under circumstances that people wouldn't be able to know.
あらいらっしゃい小鹿
Let's see here.
欲しいものがあるのねだったら店番変わって私お姫様なのよ
Oh wait, are there archer? Yes, there are. Yes.
声をいただくとかナンセンスナイトであってダスクでなしカーニバルの補給は終わった気持ちはいっぱいになったじゃあ
I think that means I can level up
よ
Zenobia.
うこそ
I can also level up Voyager, and I just haven't gotten. I should do that. I should just do. I should do this now. Why haven't I done this? The boy,
また旅をしたくなるんだろうね
the baby.
でも終わりはきっと来るそれまでは君は僕のマスターだ
Love the baby. Good child. Good child doesn't do anything
そろそろ
wrong.
食え
Very huggable. S-class baby. I haven't done it because I'm adorkable. I guess. I guess I'm adorable. Oh, that's a butt.
お前の目は不思議だな
That is just a butt.
こんな姿の私を地獄の鎖につながれた私を前にしてなお私の勝利を私の強さを信じてくれている、はあ、だから私はここまで来られた
Why is it just a butt on the screen?
どんな高潔さよりもどんな威厳よりもどんな力よりも
Can't confirm it is in fact the butt. Yeah, that is a butt.
得難いものだと思える今ばかりはパルミラの女王ではなく
I don't have any positives to say anything. I don't have any positives to say here
ありがとう
other than
私は良いマスター
sure as a
の願い
butt on my screen. Sure as a butt on your screens now. All right.
鎖を打ち合う
仕上がりはどう？
I swear that looks like Homare's art style. It might be. It might be. It's so fun having a model. I don't know why. It's fun being a. It just kind of popped up in my brain again. I'm like, it's fun to be a VTuber. I also skip the NA cuts. I also skip the JP cutscenes because I want to find out what they say in English when they come out in English. Hey, look, a free Jacques to use. Excellent. Oh, Archer? I wonder who I can use to help. Have I mentioned yet that I very much love and appreciate being a VTuber? It's really fun. I don't know, it just kind of came up in my mind. I'm just like, I like being a VTuber. There's like nothing else. There's no like context behind it. I just like being a VTuber.
異論はない
聖なるかな。悔い改めて死ね。
Oh shoot, her non... Oh, those are cooler looking than her actual form. Oh, that's so cool. Let's watch it again.
ほら。レサンクル。
Oh, what the heck? She's so cool! I don't care about the Eldritch being. I like this girl.
すり抜けるぜ甘いな
Hold on, is 3 instances. Okay.
じゃあこういうのどうだ？
東方の女王ここにある
I can make this happen, I think. Oh,
ね異論はない
Perfect.
うむ道を開ける甘く見たようだな
she just walks up to you menacingly and like up smashes. It's terrifying. Oh boy. Nani? Oh, all the skills are. Oh, cool. Wait, what does this? How did she fix her glasses? That's nice.
つまんない連中だな。
Okay, I'm curious now. What does she look like? Oh my god, was that her skill being burned at the stake? That's amazing. Okay. What does this look like
奇跡。
normally? Is it the same thing? It might be.
雨雨。我ら
Oh yeah, no.
聖堂は
Definitely.
欲する。止める者最たる者。等しく掛け声。タンプルを何時らの血吹きで染め上げる。ファンドルディフォレイズ。
It's so fun to look at.
悪く思うな
Oh, Betty's here now.
異論はうむ
ほら。
I just love that she kicks the shield. That's so cool. She's so cool.
シャンパンあっけよ。
I can't believe people would let this go for her 3rd form. I would stick to this one if I rolled her. Ah. I recognize this music from anywhere. da 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 na 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 da na 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 da 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 da. I'm glad I got to this part because Lowe's singing is everyone. That's all we need to see. It's all I need to see. Oh, I need to... Wait. Do I need Liz in the party? I need Liz in the party. Oh, it's Margaret. Okay.
悪いことは言わん。どきな。
Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it?
行くぞ。
うい。
Almost a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian.
くら
I
え。
think she's cool. I don't have, like, gripes against her or anything. I just think she's... I don't know, I think she's nice. She's a fun character to have around. Let's put it that way. Her Buster attack, however, is very funny, where she throws a glass slipper at you. That is a good concept.
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
ダコール。うい。くらえ。
Frenchy Frenchman.
さえ。貫き。砕いて。押し通る。
最上に近い勝利だけど、戦う前に勝つくらいでないとな。
Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-ba. Okay, next is at 40, next is at 45. All right. Okay. I'm actually a little bit tired. Just a little bit. And as a result, I think I might want to end the stream early. We did a pretty good amount of stuff though, a good amount of farming. So I feel not left. I don't feel left in the dust anymore. So things are going good. And I did roll, so. And I got someone. I mean, mind you, the someone was not someone I really wanted, but hey, it's a new servant. So that's always good. I know I wanted to say I want to do some editing stuff, but I think I'm better with that with friends. But you'll see the results of my editing later today, I hope. So, again, you know, sorry for that, but... Ooh, great. Is that... Can I get the last one? Yes. Hey!
女王に税を納めるようなものか。
Nice. Okay.
そろそろクエストに戻る？
So let's
存分に試してきたまえ。
and turn this off. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Of course, thank you, Poggers, for the follow. And thank you. Oh, to some guys who followed off stream too. What was it? Extraction 42, Kintren Valgrige, Draconis Alexander, and Hitomi Onpa. Thank you for the follow as well. Let's go over the schedule, since I know I usually do that on Tuesdays, so just give me a second while I pull that up. There we go. Okay, as you can see, we have Fate Grand Order, that was today. Wednesday, I'm going to be taking a break. Thursday, we're going to be returning back to Ultra Kill for a short time. Hopefully my hands don't give out. Friday was supposed to be Finding Out Friday, but due to some dungeon crawling stuff, issues that we had earlier this week with my party, we will be dungeon crawling Friday. So unfortunately, no Finding Out Fridays this week. But at least it means it gives you time more to post media that you like in the Media Share stream, or Media Share channel on Discord. And of course, Saturday is going to be our Battle Botch watch party. It's the last 2 episodes, and we're going to be finishing up the season. We are straight up in a tournament arc, which is very awesome content to watch. So if you guys are interested in BattleBots, if you guys just want to see some wanton violence against inanimate objects, feel free to tune in. It will be a dope time. And I mean, people who've joined in got really hooked onto the show. So if you want to watch it, now's a good time, because you get some top quality fights. It's my favorite. Anyway, I'm gonna see who I can send you guys over to raid. It may not be a VTuber, because I actually have someone in mind who I haven't talked to in a while. Let's see, are they live? Oh, they are in fact live. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Hold on, they had a server? Why didn't they have a server? I didn't know that. Okay, I joined their server now because I didn't realize. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys to a long-time friend of mine. They are not a VTuber, but they do play Final Fantasy XIV. Their name is Ascalia, and they're awesome. They're good. You should send them a follow when you can. So let's go raid Ascalia. That's not the right username. I spelt it wrong. I would have looked so cool. There's one L in Ascalia. All right, there we go. They're currently playing Final Fantasy XIV. They are doing raid prog, so be nice and don't distract them unless when they wipe. Actually, of course. And of course, send them a follow. Tell them Alma loves them. And have a good one, alright? Make sure you save before you go. It's dangerous out there. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Right, Thursday. I meant to say Wednesday. I almost said Wednesday. Bye-bye! I'm actually waiting for Scalia's group to wipe before I do anything. I'm waiting for them to wipe before I send you guys over. Unless I don't, actually. They're actually kind of doing a good job. Oh yeah, by the way, Ascalia plays Dragoon. You know what? Let's just send you over. Oh wait, no, one of the healers is... Okay, yeah, no, now's a good time to raid. Let's go! Blame the healer!